Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today. As usual, make sure you destroy that like button like we are with the SEC. Before we do anything else, not going to be talking about any prices today, but, ETH is up 14% of the day, not showing on CoinMarketCap, which is really weird, but if you check TradingView, a lot of these coins are up very, very high on the day, Ethereum being the number one in that. Unfortunately, not XRP, but ETH can be a very good lead for other altcoins to rise tremendously. Guys, check this out. This just came out today from Brad Garlinghouse, like 3 hours ago. Who else is going to be closely watching the House Financial Services Committee's oversight hearing this week on the SEC Enforcement Division? This could be groundbreaking for the Ripple versus SEC case, guys. And this is actually going to be live streamed tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. And guys, it's been so long since we've live streamed some sort of event on the channel where we can pack in 2K viewers into a 1 COB live stream. Guys, we're going to be streaming this tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. Make sure, set your alarms, be awake for this. We got to watch this and see if the Ripple versus SEC case gets mentioned. If it does not that big of a deal. However, we could be getting some juicy breadcrumbs in here about the oversight of the SEC's Division of Enforcement. As you guys can see right now, there are already freaking 22 people waiting on this right now. Subcommittee on Investor Protection, Entrepreneurship, and Capital Markets, oversight of the SEC's Division Enforcement. Tuesday, July 19th, 10 a.m. EST. We have to watch this tomorrow, guys. We are going to be streaming it live on the channel. Don't even watch the, original, stream, man. Watch it on the freaking Cobb stream, bro, because we're going to have all the XRP investors in the stream. This one's going to have chat disabled anyway. There's no point of doing that. So we're going to completely rip off the government and stream this live for ourselves. And I'll make a little ad revenue on it or something. But yeah, screw the government, man. Send the viewership my way, guys. I'm just saying. Government's already made enough money. I got to get a little, little ad revenue off the stream. Anyways, check out this article that Brad Garlinghouse did quote on Twitter. SEC slapdown is a wake-up call to Congress via Forbes. And guys, I promise you, if the Ripple versus SEC case gets brought up, I'm going to freak out. If the SEC's bad actor stuff gets brought up, along with the Ripple versus SEC case and what they are doing wrong in there, if they get called out by the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services, I'm gonna do some things. Okay, that I'm not gonna mention here. I'm going to flip out if the Ripple versus SEC case actually gets mentioned on here, and if these guys end up giving a slap to the face to the SEC, that would be amazing. Let's read this Forbes article from Rawson Layton, who is I forget, I can't remember what she does, but she's talked about XRP before, I know. SEC slapdown is a wake-up call to Congress. Listen to article 5 minutes. Nah, you got the Cobb commentary. On July 12th, the U.S. District Court rejected the Security and Exchange Commission request to withhold documents on the so-called Hinman speech of 2018. In a highly anticipated ruling in the ongoing SEC versus Ripple case, Magistrate Sarah Nedburn denied the SEC's motion, citing attorney-client and deliberative process privileges. The judge slammed the agency for hiding documents which could answer questions in front of the court. She called the behavior so egregious that it impugns the agency's faithful allegiance to the law. Congress should heed her forceful, deliberate words. The House Financial Services Committee holds on an oversight hearing on the SEC Enforcement Division next Tuesday. Chairwoman Maxine Waters can ask them directly where their allegiance lies. Okay, I am not going to get political here. This has nothing to do with political. I don't consider myself right or left side. I'm pretty much kind of right in the middle. I'm just not getting political. But last time we watched a U.S. House Committee on Financial Services, live stream, Chairwoman Maxine Waters always looks incredibly disinterested while someone is responding to her and, answering her question. She's over talking to somebody else or looking down on her phone. I hope she doesn't do that this time, but every time we watch, because there's been a couple of live streams in the past from the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services, about things to do with crypto, and that's why we live streamed it. And Maxine Waters just never really looks like she actually cares. It's like she's just sitting there collecting that paycheck, and it's weird. It just really kind of struck me that, oh, okay, you asked someone someone very, very important of high status a question, as they're answering it, she's like talking to someone else. So it's just, I hope she doesn't do that this time, but we'll see. We'll see. The Blockbuster case gone bust. The SEC met its December 2020 SEC against Ripple Labs to be its big crypto enforcement blockbuster. It alleged that Ripple and its 2 senior executives made unregistered illegal securities trades with the sales of digital token XRP dating back 7 years, even though the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network has already dictated XRP a legal currency in the United States. So, don't know what the heck that's about. Dude, someone's trying to buy my knife. Someone's trying to scam me. I just acquired an expensive digital item by opening up like a little case, and people are adding me like crazy trying to scam me out of it. Sorry about that, guys. So the complaint not only claimed SEC authority from the 1933 Securities Act, but that everyone should have known that XRP was a security from its first sales in 2013. The lawsuit's thesis is that XRP, the token itself, is an investment contract, and the company Ripple, which doesn't make any fucking sense. No matter who sells it or how it's sold, it seems the agencies thought it could force a quick and dirty settlement and put a crypto hide in its trophy case. That's exactly what they thought. I mean, I know they got pretty much paid to do it by the Ethereum Foundation to set back the progress of the insane, incredibly efficient XRP ecosystem, but they probably still had some arrogance that they were going to get a quick settlement. And that did not happen. They are putting up a fight, and in the SEC's own words, they are running out of resources a little bit. Okay, Ripple becomes a riptide, and neither the judge nor the defendants played along with this scheme. Moreover, Ripple did not fold. It assembled a top legal team and hit back at the agency ferociously. Yeah, soccer team of lawyers and a few 100,000 angry investors, because SEC just gave us a right hook, a left hook, and an uppercut of minus 80% in 3 days. So we were pissed off, and we wanted to expose the corruption. I'm not saying I did, but, leading community members did find some very, very revealing documents, to say the least. Ripple's defense, with its centerpiece of Hinman's market-moving speech, documented the SEC's failure to provide fair notice to the market XRP status. That's why we want the Hinman emails and the Hinman draft speeches, because there's 61 plus drafts. At one point in one of those drafts, it could have mentioned Ripple or XRP. If we have that information that it was once mentioned, why was it taken out? Who requested to have it taken out? Why was it so, such a priority to remove it? That's why we want the Hinman emails and the drafts of the speech, because there's way too many damn drafts. 61 plus. I mean, dude, come on. FDR, famous president, his infamous, what was it, Green Deal speech, new plan, something? I don't know. I didn't pay attention in school. But you know what I'm talking about, right? That big FDR speech, that only took 7 drafts. Hinman's was 61 plus, which indicates that there was somebody pulling the strings and wanted this to be a perfect sentence-by-sentence speech to prop up Ethereum, right? Because, they're paying $15 million in retirement benefits for it, so they wanted that to be perfect, hence their 61 drafts. If we get the drafts, and we see that XRP or Ripple was once mentioned before in the speech, and we could see that it was later taken out, we can go down the rabbit hole of who was trying to get that taken out. Ethereum mining cartel. All right. With this revelation, the SEC has been stumbling and bumbling to hide Hinman, his emails, his speech drafts, his calendar, and anything related to his tenure. I mean, yeah, no shit. His fucking calendar. They want to hide his calendar. Seriously. The judge denied that, though. The defense argued that the agency failed repeatedly to provide guidance for years to anyone who asked whether XRP was a security, and that the 2018 speech by then Director of Corporation Finance William Hinman laid out criteria that strongly suggested XRP is a security. Defense further cited an overstretch of the so-called Howey test for determining a security in a violation of due process. It claims the SEC was vindictive, alleging Ripple's top executives Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse were objectively reckless in their XRP sales because they should have known that the token was a security 7 years before the agency itself concluded as such, even though the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network declared XRP a legal currency in the United States in 2015. But then the SEC turns around and goes, oh, no, we have the power. We get to control. We get to say what you're doing wrong, even though the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network already said XRP is a legal currency. Because back then in Ripple's history, I'm talking way, way, way back in Ripple's history, Ripple actually did break the law one time. Very minimal, simple thing. Not I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty, like exactly what it was, but essentially they kind of fricked up the something to do with the Bank Privacy Secrecy Act, or the bank, like, know your customer. Basically, Ripple messed up with some transactions that violated something, and they had to pay a $700,000 fine, which in the world of Silicon Valley, that is like pocket change. And then in return for paying that fine and, you know, settling with them, they got status that XRP was legal currency. So the SEC wanted billions in fines and demanded to comb through executives' personal financial records. The SEC's hapless lawyers have spent almost 2 years defending the absurd lawsuit against enterprise blockchain company Ripple Labs. And by the way, some of the lawyers have completely dropped off out of the case because they already know what's going to happen there. They tried to prevent Hinman from being deposed by Ripple until the judge could finally sort through its tactical obstructions and order him to sit last year. They insisted the speech was irrelevant to the markets and to the case. Then they tossed out privilege arguments, one more crazy than the last, to refuse to hand over any of the internal documents Ripple was seeking for its defense. By last Tuesday, they'd run out of reasons. Literally. In her ruling, Netburn laid out the chronology of how the defendants have been seeking these documents for their fair notice defense and dismantled each of the SEC's tactics to hide them, including an excruciating in-camera review in which she forced each document in question to be handed over. Finally, Netburn wrote the SEC raised an attorney-client privilege argument, which just got denied, with another round of in-camera reviews. Leading to Tuesday's ruling, she eviscerated the attorney-client nonsense and launched a carefully aimed rocket at the agency. Ooh, I like that, carefully aimed rocket. Judge Netburn has endured the agency's pretrial antics, biding her time for ammunition for the blistering ruling she issued last Thursday. It was vindication for the small band of observers who long ago saw the SEC lost in a maze of its own making with this case, and now it's clear to everyone. In the decision, she writes, the hypocrisy in arguing to the court, on one hand, that the speech is not relevant to the market's understanding of how or whether the SEC will regulate cryptocurrency, and on the other hand, the Hinman sought and obtained legal advice from the SEC counsel in drafting his speech, suggests that the SEC is adopting its litigation positions to further its desired goal and not out of faithful allegiance to the law. The question remains whether the SEC will change its tune. Congress should demand an answer, which will be happening tomorrow in exactly 20 hours. Guys, we are going to be streaming this. Actually, right after I upload the video, I'm going to go ahead and just schedule it just like they are here on YouTube. And I will make sure I will be in here at my desk, Coca-Cola in hand, ready, and we are going to be watching this thing and see what kind of juicy things come out of it. The Ripple versus SEC case, I do believe it should be mentioned. I believe it will be mentioned. We got to see, though, but if it does get mentioned, how deep is the knowledge of the people questioning the SEC? Because we want to have some digging, hardball questions, the tough questions that they do not want to answer. And if they are asked those tough questions, they're going to do a little beat around the bush, no answer, like they just did with Judge Netburn prior to them getting incredibly denied. I mean, you had Judge Netburn tell the SEC, like, after asking a question, receiving an answer, Judge Netburn said, please, you need to answer my question. And later on, getting interrupted, whether in their, little MLA format essay of like their BS of why the speech is not relevant to the case. All right. So guys, tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, 7 a.m. for California time, West Coast time. Make sure, be there, set your alarm clocks. We're going to watch this thing. And so is Brad Garlinghouse. And guys, let's see what happens. Thank you for tuning the video today. Make sure to smash the likes, leave a obligatory supportive comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.